What's up, everybody? My name is Brian Evans. I'm a writer, director, producer, as well as an actor. Now, I get up every day excited because I get to spend each and every day doing the work I honestly believe I've been put on this planet to do. And I want to talk to actors today about what I'm calling the Hollywood Blueprint. And I want to get you to a place where you can understand what that is, because it's something you're using right this minute and don't even realize it, as a plan to get you from where you are to where you'd like to be as an actor. And I want to talk to you about why it doesn't work for about 98% of us. And by the end, if you hang in there with me, I'm going to talk to you about what you can be doing instead that might actually get you to your goals and your dreams as an actor. If that sounds good to you guys, do me a favor, just hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you can know every time I put up a video. I'm trying to give as much free information to actors as possible. And do me a favor and hit that like button, because that gets it out to as many actors like you as possible, and hopefully they can benefit from the things that I've been through, and you can as well. I'm going to ask you guys, hang with me till the end of the video, because I'm going to be giving something away for free that's going to help you get started on the many things that I'm going to bring to you today and get your plan going to get your acting career off the ground. Let's get going. Now, what is the Hollywood Blueprint? Well, look, this is a 4-step plan that a lot of us don't even realize that we're implementing, but we are each and every day. Once you decide that you want to be an actor, the very first thing that everybody tells you to do, and rightly so, is to train. The next thing they tell you to do once you've been through your training, they tell you to network. That's the second thing. Get in touch with as many people as you can, so that way you know about all the best auditions out there and you can be in place to put your skills on display and let people know what you're able to do. The third thing is to just go on those auditions, do your best, and then the last thing that all of us do is basically we cross our fingers. Now, this is something that does not work for most of us, and I'm going to talk to you about why. The reason why is because it forces us to do a couple of things, okay? For most of us, it forces us to wait. We have to hang around until a role becomes available. Somebody has to write that role. They have to connect with a producer and a director. They have to advertise for that role. And then the second thing that it forces us to do is compete. We have to compete with every other actor on the planet in order to even potentially get that role. Now, you and I both know that when you go out for an audition, it is not always the most talented person that gets the role. There are a lot of other things that come into the decision-making process when you go out for a role. Whether or not you get the role might have something to do with the way you look. It might have something to do with how light or dark your skin is. It might have something to do with how thin or heavy you are. It might have to do with how tall or short you are. So your looks may come into play. Also, your age could come into play as well. You might be the very best actor in the room, but actually not get the role. And this is something that we as actors have to live with. At least we think we do. That's what we've been told. And so we play the game the way it's been presented to us because we do not think we have any other choice. It puts us in a very odd and stressful position to go out there each and every day, working as hard as we possibly can, with no real control over what our careers will ultimately become. So the question that might be going through your mind now is, well, what can I do? Well, you can do a couple of things, okay? Understand that this is a system. The system is not built for you, it's built for the industry. So we're going to switch a few things that will help us to get to our goals and dreams, okay? The first thing that we're going to do is, instead of just looking at yourself and labeling yourself an actor, we're going to change the label today. We're going to go from being just an actor to being a creator. Now, when you start to imagine that you could write something for yourself, that maybe you could produce something for yourself, that maybe even someday you can direct something for yourself, well, then you don't have to sit around waiting anymore. So the waiting goes out the window. And you don't have to compete for every single role anymore. That competing goes out the window. You can guarantee yourself a role, and you can shape the role to benefit you, meaning you can create a role that really plays to your strengths as an actor. And that is something that we don't do enough as actors. And the moment that we do, you're going to see that not only do you view the industry and this career in a different way, but the industry is going to view you in a different way. You're instantly going to become more valuable. You're instantly going to be someone that they don't have to do as much work with. They're instantly going to see you the way you want to be seen, meaning that you're going to put yourself in a role that is something ideal for you to play. So you're not going to be thinking about so much of what they want from you. You can start deciding what you want from the industry. What kind of roles do you want to play? Where do you want to see yourself in a year or 3 years or 5 years, and start creating work that represents the kind of roles you'd like to see yourself in. Because once the industry sees that you can play those roles because you've created this work that shows your ability to do so, they're going to see your value in a different way, and they're going to start offering those opportunities to you if you can do this work consistently. You need to be consistent, you need to be prolific, and you need to be visible. Those are things that every actor needs in order to succeed, and those 3 things will elevate you and increase your value in the industry, and hopefully one day make you a quote-unquote star, which just means someone who's visible enough and who has enough of an audience following what they do in order to have some choice and control over the roles that they play. So to wrap this up, I'm going to ask you to do 3 things today, okay? Number 1, I'm going to say change your identity, become a creator in your mind, okay? Second thing I want you to do is start looking at what are the things that you are best at as an actor. And the third thing that I'm going to ask that you do is to start. Start thinking about what ideas might work for you. Write a few of them down and just start the ball rolling. It's going to be a gradual thing for many of you. It's not going to be a switch that gets flipped for some of you, but at least put your mind in the space to know that this is a possibility, because it may take some of the frustration away right now, and it certainly will start to help you to accumulate ideas about what you want to be, what kind of roles will get you there, and what you can do to start creating, okay? So now for those of you who this sounds like a pretty good idea, you're resonating with some of what I'm talking about, well then I got something for you today. It's a free PDF. This PDF does lay out the 7 most common indicators that it is time in your career to start creating your own material. The link is in the description. Download it, take a look, read it, and if you do decide it is time to start creating your own material, there is also more information about how you can get started doing it. So get started now and don't waste another minute. There is nothing better than having a little bit of control over your career, and today I'm going to start helping you to get some of that if you allow me to do that. Do get that PDF, and I will talk to you guys soon. My name is Brian Evans, Actors Revolution, and I wish all of you great luck.